Hi everyone, once again, I'm Bethany, I'm a student at Stanford University studying human development and family science, and I've had the opportunity to serve at Grace Klein this semester with two of my classmates. In the first video, I talked about food preparation and different ways you could prepare some of the items you get in your boxes from Grace Klein. And in the second video, I've talked about some recipes that use those ingredients as well. We talked about squash casserole, cucumber salad, and a pasta with a butter tomato sauce. And then lastly, in this video, I'm going to talk about some different online resources you have that you can find recipes and ways you can use your ingredients. So starting off, the first one I found is actually super cool, and I'm glad that I found this website because I am excited to use it now. But it's called Supercook, and it's a zero waste recipe generator. So I will go over to that website and kind of show you how to use it, but I just want to talk about different ways it works first. You create an account with an email and password, or you can continue as a guest, but that account is free. Most of the resources, or I think all of the resources I'm going to talk about, are free. Some of them have like a premium part of the website, but that's totally optional. You don't need it to use it. So you can create an account, or you can just go through the website as a guest. It's not required to create an account. And then you can select what language. So you can select what language you want to use on the website. And then you go to the side and enter in the ingredients you have. And then from that, the website will show you how many recipes you can make with what you have. And it pulls up all of these different links to websites with full recipes. And then this is the link to the website, but I'm going to go on over to Supercook. So this is what it looks like when you first click on the link. And then here's that language selection. So I have it in English, but you could put it on Spanish, and you'll see everything here. Spanish. You can change it to any language you like. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back to English. And so you can get started here. You can create an account up here if you'd like with your email and your password, but you do not have to. And then here you can enter ingredients you have. So you can either type it up here in the search bar, or you can go to the side and enter in different things you have here. So I'm going to say, just for an example, we have butter, we have eggs, we have bread, we have, I'm going to go through a few other things, or maybe just leave it at that. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that to not complicate things. So see, it pulls up all of these recipes here. It tells you have all three ingredients for all of these. And there's just so many recipes here for those three ingredients you have. So this is really a great resource if you're struggling with not knowing how you can make things with the ingredients you have. You can also type things up here. So you can say butter and have that one. And so there's all of these recipes here. You can type in literally anything up here and it will pull up recipes for you. So I'll take these off and we'll use our examples that we've been using. So squash. Oh, I need to go in and add that. Go. It should be over here. Summer squash. We'll click on that. And then it'll show you things you can do with squash here. And then with tomatoes, do the same thing. You can type in tomato up here. And it'll show you all the different things you can do with tomato. It also has some instructional videos, like how to cut a tomato there, how to make tomato powder, and dehydrated tomatoes. So a bunch of great resources on this website here. This is definitely the strongest resource I was able to find. So yeah, that's just a few examples. We can find cucumber on this list and then type in cucumber and see what comes up here. And there's all of these things for cucumber, and when you type in cucumber, it'll automatically pull up some things you can do with it here, like cucumber soup, cucumber salad. All these things here are great ideas for ways you can use cucumber. So this website is super helpful for helping you use all of your recipes and all of your ingredients you have in your box from Grace Klein. So I'm going to go back over to our presentation, and we're going to move on to DishGen, which I thought was interesting because it is an AI-powered kitchen assistant. So the first thing you're going to do is the same thing as Supercook. You can create an account with an email and password, or you can continue as a guest. You do not need an account. And then you can enter ingredients you have, or you can enter in any recipe ideas you have. So if you have an idea of something you want to create but you don't know exactly how you would do it, you can type it in that search bar there, which I'll show you once I get there. And it will, AI-powered kitchen assistant will provide recipes based on what you have entered. So now we're going to go back and look at DishGen. So this is what it looks like. Again, you can log in up here in the corner, but you do not have to. It'll just pull up this search bar right here, and you can type in whatever you want. So earlier I typed in squash, cucumber, tomatoes to see what comes up. These are our 3 ingredients we've been looking at in these videos. And it's going to take a second to generate a recipe for us. And it brought up summer harvest salad. So we see here it uses yellow squash, cucumber, and tomatoes. And then I believe it might come up with some different ones if you generate a few different times. Because earlier when I typed it in, it brought up a garden medley. Summer garden veggie medley. So yeah, if you don't like what comes up at first, you can hit generate again and it will come up with different recipes for you. You can type anything in up here. Earlier I had bread, butter, and egg in the Supercook thing. So let's see what comes up on here for that. It takes just a second to generate, and it comes up with this, which uses bread, butter, egg, salt, and pepper. So yeah, this is also a great resource you can use to figure out what you can make with the ingredients that you have. And so going back to our presentation, a final thing I want to talk about are some apps you have on your phone that are also a great tool. You can access those easier and quicker probably than the websites. Supercook is an app for both Apple and Android, which is awesome. So it's a website and you can use it as an app on your phone, which is great. Also on Apple are CookList and MyFridge, and then for Android we have Mealime and CookPad. There are several different recipe generator apps out there. These are just some examples I found. I would highly recommend Supercook. It's a great resource to use, but you can always just type in recipe generator. You can type that in like on Google to find a website, or you can type it in your app store and it will pull up different apps for you to use. Yeah, these are just some great online resources you can use if you're ever struggling with thinking about how you can use what comes in your boxes. This is a great thing you can use to just type in those ingredients you have and find some great recipes for you and your family.